beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I'm so happy to see you today. It is Friday, so you made it through the week. Woohoo! Go you! Give yourself a pat on the back, especially if it has been a hard week. You are doing a fantastic job, and you are amazing. You've made it through every hard thing that life has thrown your way, and you will make it through every hard thing that comes in your future. You're doing a great job. I hope that you're taking some time for yourself. I hope you're taking some time to take some deep breaths, to do something that brings you joy, that brings you relaxation, that just gives you a moment of calm in the midst of the storm that is the chaos of life. If you haven't done that, I beg you to please make an effort to take some time for yourself. Any way that you can. If you can just carve out 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there, that is better than 0 minutes. If you can carve out a whole day of the week, if you can carve out an evening, whatever you can do, whatever's manageable for you, make sure you take that time, and make sure you make that time if you don't have it readily available. You can always find a few minutes for yourself, and you need to. It's really, really important. So I hope that you do that. That's my challenge for you this weekend, is to take some time for yourself. I hope everybody had a good holiday this week if you were celebrating. It was the 4th of July this week, and I actually meant to come on here and, what did I do with it? I believe it's over here somewhere. I actually meant to come on here and wear this. I had gotten this little gnome scarf, and I thought it was the cutest, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna come on and wear that, so I'm gonna wear it right now. But I ended up not coming on until now, and the 4th of July just came up really quickly on me. I thought I had a little bit more time than I did, and it just was like suddenly it was the 4th of July. And so partially because we did go over to my parent-in-law's house, hubby's parents, and had a cookout, but it was the weekend before, since the 4th of July fell on a weekday. And so in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, we're celebrating ahead of time, so it's not actually the 4th of July, that's later. But then the 4th of July was not much later, and it was like suddenly the 4th of July, so whoops. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys had a good holiday. If you did celebrate it, let me know what you guys did. Probably cooked out, because that's kind of what everybody does. But we had some absolutely amazing food, and I wish that I would ever think to take pictures before we eat. But my father-in-law makes really good barbecue or cookout or whatever you want to call it. He made brisket, which he makes the best brisket. I love it. I love brisket so much. And specifically his brisket. He also made chicken, which also specifically I really like the way he does his chicken. He cooks it out like on the grill and like seasons it so well, and it's just so good. He also did beans, like ranch style beans with the sausage in them. We had fruit salad, potatoes, and then like tea and stuff like that to drink, and it was so good. It was like fantastic. So I hope you guys had some awesome food. Let me know if you guys had anything special. But I hope that you are doing well, and I hope that your loved ones are also doing well, and I hope you all are taking care of the best that you can. I'm sorry that I didn't come on for last week's community spotlight, so we're having kind of a big shebang for today. This is like the super mega ultra supreme community spotlight, because I have so many emails. I know I have so many emails for community spotlight, so I'm going to get all of them out from last week's and this week's, and put them together and do like a big old montage for you guys in this video. So be prepared for some exciting stuff. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to see you, and welcome to the cozy corner that is our YouTube channel here. If you don't know what Community Spotlight is, it is where I come on here on Fridays. Last week was actually the first Friday all year, the entire year up until now, which is July, that I have missed Community Spotlight. Every Friday I have come on here, and will continue to come on here and feature my community, which is you. If you're watching this video, you're a member of my community. And what I do is I have my email open at all times for people to send in their makes. It is in the description box of all of my videos, but it is novagnomecreations@gmail.com. And all you have to do is take pictures of whatever you made. It can literally be anything. It doesn't even have to be crochet. And send them to me. Put Community Spotlight in the subject line. And somewhere in your email, let me know what name you would like me to credit you with when I put together Community Spotlight. You can put in any other information you want to, if you want to include pattern information or inspiration information, yarn details. I don't require anything else though, other than your name and your pictures. And then I come on here that next Friday from whenever you send it. You can literally pause this video and send it right now, and it'll be in the next Community Spotlight all the way up until I've had people send me entries Friday morning. And if I get them before I get the video together, I'll get those into that video that day. So literally send them at any time and I will put them into the next video. So like I said, this is going to be a big old video, as far as entries from Community Spotlight. So I hope that you guys will enjoy seeing everybody's makes, and make sure you leave a comment and give a little bit of feedback, talk about which one was your favorite, or, one that you haven't seen before, or something you thought was really cool, or whatever, just give people a little pat on the back, a little word of encouragement, that have sent in their makes, because it is stressful, to send in your makes and have other people see them. It's exciting and it's so nice to have other like-minded people see them that are going to appreciate it, but it's also stressful. It's scary for some people to share their work, especially if they're newer to crochet, or they're just self-conscious in general. It can be really validating for them to get those kind words. But if you have been looking for a crafty place that you can kind of share in and be involved in the community, you have come to the right place. And you are totally welcome at any time to get involved with Community Spotlight. And if you don't want to send in your makes, that is also totally fine. You can hang out in the comments. We have a very active, chatty kind of community, and very uplifting community. A lot of people have, made friends in the comments, and they recognize each other's names, and they're like, hey, I hope that you're doing better. I know that you're, struggling with this, or I've had you in my prayers, or whatever, It's a really nice community, guys. I am absolutely so thankful for my community here. So I actually have something to show you guys today that is not crochet. I painted this week, and I wanted to show you guys my painting. So here it is. Da 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 da. And I will try to hold it in a way that is the best to see. I put some glaze type of paints on it that have a little bit of like a color shifting effect and glitter effect. I also did use some color shifting paints, which you can kind of tell the purple I used is a color shifting color. So it also just makes them more shiny when they're in direct light like this. But I will link down in the description box below the tutorial that I followed for this. You guys may remember when my sister was here and we had our little vacation, we did a little painting of a cherry blossom tree and like a night sky, and it was so fun. We followed a tutorial on YouTube, and I thought that would be so fun to do again. I couldn't sleep one night and I just decided to find one. I literally looked up on YouTube, I think, like paint with me tutorial or something like that, or paint and sip tutorial. If you guys haven't heard of those, paint and sip, or painting with a twist, it's like a thing where people get together in a studio and they have like a teacher that teaches them how to make a painting in front of the class, and everybody kind of has like a bottle of wine or something with them, and people go with their friends and they drink and they paint. But you can look those videos up on YouTube too. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, you can do it by yourself, or you can do it with your friends or your family or whoever. Like I said, I did it with my sister and my mother-in-law actually, and we had so much fun with it. It was seriously a blast. But I just did this one by myself, and I actually did a different person this time, not the same person. I don't remember the name of her channel, but like I said, I will have it linked in the description if you're interested. So, of course, mine looks a little bit different than hers because my canvas isn't the same size. And of course, everyone's paintings are going to look different. So I have incorporated things she didn't, and not incorporated some extra things like more of more dragonflies or things like that, because I just didn't have the space on my canvas to do it. But I will try to give you guys a little close-up. I am so happy with it. I think it's so whimsical and fun. So we've got dragonflies and like just kind of like fairy vibes, like fairy garden vibes. We've got the mushrooms with doors and windows and like little ladybugs and different types of plants and flowers and grass. And I just really, really love it. I think it's so cute. So I wanted to share that with you guys today as my community spotlight entry. And this just also goes to show that you don't have to send in a crocheted item. You can send in painted, diamond painted, latch hook, cross stitch, clay modeling, digital art, just a couple examples. You can literally send in anything that you put together yourself. So let your creativity shine, and this is a place for you to kind of come together and get to like in bask in all of the creativity. But I hope that you guys are all doing great today. And I did want to apologize for being away for a little bit longer. I think that my last video was last Saturday. Was it last Saturday? I can't remember when my last video was. As you guys know, if you've been around a little bit, right now I am kind of doing less videos than normal. Normally I do videos every day of the week, and I take like 1 or 2 days off, but like 5 days a week I post a video. But during this summer, I decided that I was going to spend more time with my hubby and just post like 2 or 3 times a week. And then when the summer gets over, I'll go back to my full-time posting schedule. I just want to level with you guys. Part of the reason I did that was to spend time with my hubby. And I mentioned in my video where I announced that I was experiencing some like burnout. And I wanted to take a step back and enjoy some other things that I like doing, because I do have a lot of other hobbies besides crocheting. But I've spent like the last year and a half, I'm not really sure how long, going just like gung-ho into crochet. So I've neglected like all of my other interests, and I was starting to feel kind of burnt out. And I wanted to make sure I squashed that and, you know, let my passion for crochet continue to thrive. By taking some time for some of my other interests. But also, I just want to level with you guys. This has been really difficult for me to talk about on here. Surprisingly difficult, considering how open I am to wanting to bring attention to like mental health awareness and wanting to make sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves. And I want to make this a safe, you know, positive community. And I try to like uplift you guys, and I don't know, I try to create this like safe space where mental health is something that is okay to experience, you know, and to kind of try to help people out of like their hard times. But I do have problems with my mental health. I've struggled with my mental health my entire life. And I just have been going through a really rough patch. So when I come on here, it's on my good days, and I put a lot of effort into, you know, getting gathered up and like having that positivity and being ready to, tackle, you know, the day or whatever. But there's been a lot of days that I just haven't been able to do that. And that was like last Friday. Like I said, I did community spotlight every day this year until last Friday. It was the first time I missed one, which I am super bummed about. But I just couldn't. I just absolutely like was not in the mindset to be able to do that. And that's also why I haven't been really responding on like social media and stuff like that. I haven't even really been checking like Instagram and stuff. I might pop on here and there, but I haven't really been like opening messages or anything. And I just wanted to make sure you guys know that it's not personal. I'm not losing interest in my YouTube channel or losing interest in you, or if you're messaging me, I'm not ignoring you or things like that. I am just doing the best that I can with what I have and working through it. You know, like I said, some days are harder than others, and it's just been a lot of hard days in the last few months. And it's like that sometimes. It's not the first time that I've experienced that. It just happens, you know. It's part of my mental health disorders or illnesses, or however you want to phrase it. But yeah, so I just wanted to level with you guys. I didn't want to feel like I was keeping it a secret, because that's not the type of thing that I want to do on my channel. I feel like you should be able to talk about these things, but I struggle to talk about these things. I am the type of person, when I'm struggling, I shut down and I withdraw, and I don't have the spoons or the mental capacity, if you will, to talk to people. I don't know how to talk about things, and it's definitely like a double-edged sword, because I need to pull back and I need that time to myself, where I don't have to like expend all that energy. But I also do need, like, I can pull back too far, and I can like mess up friendships, and I don't want to mess up what I have going here. It's been something I've been really afraid of, actually, is losing everything that I've created here on YouTube with you guys, and losing my community. So it's been something that I've been really like nervous about, and I just kind of wanted to level with you guys and like be honest, even though it's not an easy subject to talk about. And I'm still like I said, I'm still going to try to, you know, bring positivity into this space. I want it to be a positive place to be. But I also just wanted to be honest with you guys and be like, hey, you know, I'm struggling. But I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm still here. I'm still showing up as much as I can. And I do hope that this month will be the last month of struggling. I'm hoping that I can work through things and, you know, embrace my other hobbies and things like that, and that, August will be a better month for me. I've got, you know, a good amount of July, left, so I've been playing a game that I absolutely love. I told you guys before, when I've talked about video games, that the Dragon Age franchise is one of my absolute favorite video game franchises, and it may even be my favorite. But I started out with Dragon Age Origins back in the day. Over a decade ago, I played Dragon Age Origins, and I fell in love. I have probably played Dragon Age Origins through like 10 times, like the whole game. I was trying to do playthroughs of every origin story combination possible. And then I played Dragon Age 2, which is like very different from Dragon Age 1, or Dragon Age Origins, but very good in its own right. Very good game. And then Dragon Age Inquisition, which is the game that I am playing right now. And I just started playing it yesterday, and I played it so much, and I plan on playing it so much today. I'm so enjoying it, so I plan on spending a lot of time playing that, and getting some crocheting in here and there too, of course. But yeah, so that's what I have been up to, and this was my little show and tell for Community Spotlight. Hopefully you guys aren't too bored with my chitty chattiness. Like I said, I just wanted to level with you guys. I want you guys to be on the same page as me, and, you know, to be honest, that, you know, part of it is spending time with hubby, and part of it is just that I needed to take a step back, and like, I couldn't do it, you know, I couldn't handle doing as much as I was doing for the time being. But that won't last. These like slumps, these depressed, periods of time, they don't last forever, and I've experienced it so many times. I know that it will get better. I just have to work through it and have the good days when I can have the good days, and just keep trying. So I encourage anybody else who's feeling the same way, if you want to talk in the comments or whatever, go for it. If you're better at opening up about these types of things, that is even better. I don't know. I'm better at talking with other people about their problems than talking about my own problems. Does anyone else experience that? I don't know. But yeah, so I would love to see what you are up to. If you haven't sent in your makes for Community Spotlight, go ahead and do that. And don't forget, of course, even if you sent them in and I post them today, I want to see your makes next week too. So every week. Send in your makes if you want to. You know where the email is. It's down in the description box below this video. I will see you guys later, and let's cue the montage.